Good evening, Aries. This is Veronica Virgo. You are watching the Very Virgoan channel, although I do readings for all the signs every month and on full and new moons. So welcome. Thank you for watching. I am in the nascent stages of building this channel, so nothing too fancy here for my setup. As the channel grows, I'll bring you more aesthetically pleasing everything. All right, tonight I'll be reading from the Mythic Tarot deck. It's based on the Greek myths, and it's actually, this is a classic deck from 1990. I actually bought it then, so this is a very old deck, but it's in terrific shape because I've taken great care with it. I won't be specifically referencing the myths unless it's one that I immediately recognize, but I will be interpreting the images, and I think that's it. So let's get started. Oh no, tonight's reading is a 5-card spread, and what I do is I give you a reading on career, finances, health, love, and then some advice, along with a couple of oracle cards that I have pre-shuffled and some tarot dice. So now let's get started. All right, Aries, career, 6 of Wands, 6 of Wands. It's getting a little dark in here. I'm going to have to turn on some light. So what we see here is actually it's Jason with the golden fleece. And he has captured the animal. He has the fleece, and he is being celebrated by his community. Looks like a king and queen are there, probably all of his buddies that have been on his many adventures with him. So Jason is taking he's taking pleasure in victory, in his perseverance, and the fact that he achieved his goal, which was to take the golden fleece. Okay, so it seems to me like with this card, you've had a recent success, or you will have a recent success in August in your work. This is a very strong pose. I'm wondering if perhaps you do something that's very physical, that's physically challenging for you. Maybe it's outdoor work or something like that. But it doesn't have to be. I'm just sort of interpreting the images there. But you've got a lot of people who are celebrating you. We've got at least 6 wands. Or yeah, hello, it's the 6 of Wands. What is wrong with me tonight? So you've got at least 6 people in your corner, and you know, that's almost a quorum, I think. So, or maybe it is. I think a quorum is 4 people. Maybe it's 8. See, it just shows you I know nothing about math. Anywho, I think that we've about exhausted that, but let's see how it relates to other characters or other stories we're going to look at here through the cards. Okay, so next is finance. 5 of Swords. Now, you've got someone with their guardian angel, or perhaps a god, sort of laying down the law here to the childlike character. Possibly warning them about the dangers that could be happening with this, these people, these events, these habits. It could be any number of things that you're being warned about. I feel like you may be making some bad investments. That's sort of what I'm feeling right now. Maybe you're new to the world of investing. You're doing penny stocks, or you know, you put you know, like a whole lot of your savings into crypto or something like that. You know, I don't really know anything about crypto. I just know it hasn't done very well lately. And I feel like, you know, you've got someone who's a bit of an authority on this, trying to counsel you, Aries. I would say maybe listen to their counsel, because they're a heavyweight when it comes to knowledge, or at least they see themselves that way. But with the angel wings, I think it's in good faith that they're trying to give you this. They're not trying to steer you the wrong way to save, you know, any monies for them, you know, or anything like that. So I would say, you know, listen to this person's ideas. I know typically pentacles are about financial wealth, but we're in the finances section. So these are pursuits, right? Or maybe you're a spendthrift, you know, you're celebrating, so you take everybody, the whole hee-haw gang out for drinks, you know, when you haven't quite made any money off of your achievements yet. So just be mindful of that, Aries. It's great to be the life of the party, but you want to make sure you can still pay the rent, right? All right, let's talk a little bit about health. Now, this looks incredibly abundant. Aries, if you don't already have a family, you're looking to have a family. And it looks like you've laid up some money for that. Or maybe you have children and you're starting a college fund early. And that's a really good idea. Back in my day, and sort of at my economic strata, my cats will come in and out of the shot. It's just the way it is. I live with a lot of kitties and I just let them free roam. Anywho, you know, back in sort of my economic strata, as I said, and just the generation, they weren't able to put that much back. But it looks like if you are married and you have a family, that you're doing some planning there, which kind of flies in the face of this. It's kind of interesting. It's like you have these children, but on the one hand, you're kind of a child. So I think what's going on here is this might be more of a dream than a reality. I think that you might feel that once you have a family, then you'll feel abundant. That's what I think's going on here, Aries. That once you have the nuclear unit that's, you know, verdant, here's all the grape leaves, you got a kid and the pet, and you have your own pet, and the wife is, you know, that you see it like the white picket fence, and the, you know, everything will fall into place when I find the right person and have a family. And then I will feel whole, because we're talking about health here. And you know, there's nothing wrong with feeling like you want to create a family. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Sometimes people get, you know, like, oh, you're so vanilla, you know, that you just want to do the nuclear unit or whatever. And I don't think people should say that, because we all want different things. But what I am thinking here is that you might want to be wary of kind of defining yourself and your self-worth through creating a family, through passing on your genes, or, you know, living your life through others. Okay, take care of yourself first. Celebrate your victories, make good investments, and take care of yourself, Aries. I mean, it's, you know, kind of conventional wisdom, right? But it's there for a reason. All right, let's talk a little bit about love, since we're talking about marriage here. Page of Pentacles. Excuse me, I have to get a drink of water here. I'm a little parched. The Page of Pentacles is showing sort of like a new possibility. Sometimes this will represent like a new job or a new form of income coming in. But the one thing you want to be concerned about is thinking this is all you have. So given that we're in the love position, it's almost like they're reversed. You know, your self-worth is your dream, which you're holding on to this pentacle. Look at all these pentacles on the side. You know, you want them to multiply into this, you know, family unit, and you're holding on to that dream as if it's the only thing that will make you whole. Again, there's nothing wrong with wanting love, Aries, but just make sure that you aren't defining yourself through a traditional sort of life experience. Because, you know, you're a rock star out here. Everybody loves you. You might be able to take this further into new vistas, especially if you're young. Take some time to explore life before you decide to settle down. Now, some people know from the beginning they want to have a home and a family, and that's fine. I'm not taking away from that. But given this card, I just have to question it a little bit, okay? All right, let's look at advice. Justice. Interesting. So let's take a look at this queen. I really am going to have to turn on more light. So with justice, it's sort of like you're wanting the scales to tip in your favor. Maybe you feel like this was so hard won that you need more justice than being the winner. You know, maybe you have this feeling, Aries, that you need to prove yourself to someone or to society at large. I feel like you tend to see things in very black and white terms, which, you know, we got this as your foundation, right? And that sort of comes with this as well. I'm struggling a little bit, but I think I'm finding the through line here. You're living a life, perhaps, that is very traditional, very red state, maybe, shall I say? And I'm not making any political judgments, but that kind of what is perceived as like the all-American dream, right? Work hard, play hard, you know, make investments for your future, have the family, this is all I have, and that'll show them there's somebody you're trying to prove yourself to. And I wonder if she is not self-created. Like the wheels of justice are benign, even though people make them not benign. You know, justice is supposed to be an institution of fairness and equity, right? So there's nothing you really have to prove to anybody except to yourself. So you may have someone in mind that you're trying to prove something to, but ultimately you're just raising the bar for yourself, Aries. Ultimately. Because I don't even know if this person that you've pinned proving things to is even aware of you anymore. And I don't mean to be cruel, but it's that sword raised that, you know, she's doing her own thing. And I'm speaking in terms of male and female. This could be reversed. I don't assign gender. I just speak to the images as they're presented, okay? So I'm not trying to operate out of a binary space here and when it comes to gender. But I think it's something to think about, that like you can get justice. You just have to believe in it for yourself. If you have anything to prove to anyone, it's to yourself, Aries. All right, let's take a look here. These are pre-shuffled. Your gem card for this reading is Lapis Lazuli. Make a decision. This is, I know it's hard to see with the lighting as it is, but this is a beautiful, it looks black probably on camera, but it's a beautiful dark blue stone that is just amazing to see in person. So if you're at all interested, go to like your local crystal store or occult store and pick one up and carry it around in your pocket. It's nice and kind of oblong and roundy that you can hold on to, that will help you make some decisions about your life and moving forward with your progress, okay? Whether that is asking someone to marry you or, you know, changing your financial interests or whatever it may be. Now, Aries, if you are a witch, or if you are interested in being a witch, or just interested in spells in general, I do want to shuffle these a little bit more. These are called spellcasting cards, and I'll dissect the image, and then I will also read the spell to you. Look at this. Look at this, Aries. You so just want a stable life. There's nothing wrong with that. but just make sure you aren't putting everything about who you are into creating that home. Carve out other elements of yourself. Okay, but I understand the desire to have a stable place, a foundation from which to create this happiness. I do understand. All right, so let's see here what kind of spell you can do to get you closer to finding that home. Because you know what, as a metaphor, home is you. Home is you. You can do all the flashy shit, you know, you can create the semblance of family, but your home base. So work on yourself too, okay? Alrighty. The magical meanings of this card is a house sale goes through. Someone's trying to make themselves at home. Put your boundaries in place and clear out any clutter. So they do say in order to be able to have any sort of abundance, you have to kind of clear out the old channels, you know, get rid of all your crap, and you might be able to start having some abundance. Okay, and I do mean literal and physical crap. Literal and emotional crap, excuse me. Here's the spell. To magnetize the home that's perfect for you, bring bunches of lavender inside. Face east at dawn on a Thursday during a new moon phase. Hold a piece of amethyst and say, some lavender for calmness and peace, amethyst to create space and increase. Protection from harm at my back door, crystals on sills and placed on the floor. As the sun rises this very dawn, a new warmth unfurls upon sacred morn. Boundaries in place, my own sanctuary. My home is my castle, 'tis where I should be. Now open the windows for fresh air to circulate new life into your home and say, gratefully I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. And if that means that your home gets improved to your liking, or that you actually are working to manifest a home, I think that would be a really valuable spell to do. You can use my voice if you want to play it while you're doing the activity, or you can write it down, or you can just take it as an aesthetic exercise that we did today for your reading. All right, let's do a little tarot dice. So we have Scorpio, we have Cancer, we have August 11th, we have November 8th, which fits with Scorpio. We have, yeah, I'm not getting much more from that. So it may be that since there's sort of a confirmation here with the 11 and 8, I'm thinking that the significant person in your life right now, and this doesn't have to be like a lover, it could be a family member or a child, is Scorpio. So if that resonates with you, these messages should probably be taken to heart. And with Cancer, you know, that could be someone that you're going to meet. I mean, I don't mean to be vulgar, but if we're talking about creating a family, you know, you can always get it started with that little arrangement there, right? So it could be pointing to, you know, having a family, or getting, because you're a fire sign, right? And Cancer is a water sign, emotional watery sign. So you may have Cancer as your rising or your moon. I have Cancer rising, so if you are that, I feel you. I feel your pain. So just a little something to put on top, like the cherries on top of the pudding or cake or whatever they say. But anyway, Aries, that is your reading for today. I hope that you enjoyed it and you got a lot out of it. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be improving it as I go along, and it's going to get even better. And I look forward to seeing you next time.